Hey guys, I hope my camera is not really crooked, but it kind of acts up. But anyways, the main point is I'm here to show you guys how to use the drum sander from Home Depot. And we rented this sander to do our floors. As you know, we are doing renovations. So we're going to sand the floors to get the natural color back so that way we can stain them the color of our choice and then varnish them or poly them, whatever we decide. We don't want to go real dark to keep the room kind of light. So we decided that we weren't going to put any laminate floors down or put any carpet down. We want to keep the floors. So this is the best option. Going to rent you a drum sander from Home Depot, and you can use it for 24 hours. So whatever time you pick it up is the same time that you have to return it the next day. And it was for the actual rental, it's $125 deposit. But the actual sander itself, I think my husband said it was 71 or 72. So they'll take that amount from the deposit and then return the other amount once you bring it back. So that's how that works. And the total for everything that was needed, which is, hold on one second, I forgot. We needed these here, which is a coarse grit sander to get basically the main stuff up, and then the grits get even finer. So we have the 36, is that what you said this one was, babe? 36. Then we have a 60, if I'm not mistaken, 60 grit. And then this one here is 100 grit. So once you grind it and get all the yuck and muck up, because we have a lot of grout, well, mainly like joint compound and stuff like that that's on the floor that we need to get up. Some paint from when we painted and was making mistakes and spilling. It happens. So we're going to start off with this one. Next we're going to go to this one, and then we're going to go to that one. We don't know if we need 6 because we have 2 sets of each because the room is really large. But we're going to let you know how many we end up using and what our total is going to be for the room. But I'm going to show you the drum sander, and then I'm going to show you me getting started and sanding the floor. So let's go get started. So here's the drum sander, and this is what it looks like. It has a bag on it, and that bag catches all the sawdust and all the particles that are sanded up by the drum. And this thing is heavy. It's very heavy duty. You really want to make sure that when you using this, that you're consistently moving, because if you don't, you will dig into your floor really fast. This one costs more than all the sanders that they have because it works faster, and you do not need to be sanding all day with this particular unit. So that's why we opted for this one, and plus I've used this one before. This one has a different lever on the side over here than I've used before, but my husband said it's basically you pick it up and drop it down when you cut it on, and you move and then cut it on. You do not want to be standing still while this thing is rolling because it will eat your floor up. So that's what it looks like from the front. This is the bag I told you about that catches all the sawdust, and this is what it looks like from the side. I hope you guys are seeing that. And that's basically it. So you have to put the belts on, and they go on this piece right here. And that's the part that stands your floor. So let's get started. Well, y'all couldn't see that. The belt goes down there on that circle piece right there. That sands the floor. And that's how the floor, it rotates in circles, and that's what gets all the gook and grime off your hardwood. So let's get started, and we'll show you how it works. this is an overview of all the crap and paint and all the different stuff on our floor. What it looks like before. Looks really yucky. Make sure, just in case, you tape off your doorways. I don't know how much sawdust this one is going to give out, being that it has a bag on it, but just to be on the safe side. So this is the floor from a distance. All right, we're getting ready to get started. Oh, one thing, always remember when you use this particular sander is go with the grain, back and forth with the grain. Do not go the other way perpendicular. You will mess up your floor. So always go back and forth with the grain. As you can see here, every time I get close to the baseboards, you can see that it will not allow me to get very close. That is the reason why we will be getting the edger to finish off the sanding process. If you look closely, you'll see a line that's being created by where the drum sander is stopping automatically at a certain point, which it will not get close to the baseboards, which is a good thing, so you don't sand or ruin your baseboards. Guys, it may not look like it, and when you speed this thing up, it looks like it is just going, but this is a very, very time consuming process. Not to mention, you have to have some muscles because this bad boy is very, very heavy. And so it's like you're pulling back on something very heavy every time you make a stroke forward and a stroke backward. So just remember, you will feel like you lifted weights the next day. Okay guys, we're not gonna bore you with doing the entire floor, but this is what the floor looks like from me going over it a couple times. We're also gonna get the edger as well, and I'll also input how that works, which is from Home Depot as well. So if I go here, you can kind of see the difference in what I sanded and what still has paint and all the gook on it. So what we'll do is implement some of the videos of the edger and show you the room before and after. If you guys have any questions, just put them below and I'll be sure to answer any ones that I'm able to. All right. So guys, you see this gross, nasty floor. That was before, but this next pic is when I had did all the sanding. Trust me, my arms felt it the next day. Stay tuned.